Meet Morton Hillig, a writer, a cinematographer, and a movie director of short films in the 1960s and early 1970s. However, Morton is most credited for creating one of the very first versions of virtual reality in 1957 and patented it in 1962. Welcome to the Sensorama. This huge cabinet gives vibes of the Sega arcade game Periscope. To enjoy this multi-sensory device, you would sit in a swivel chair and pull yourself close to the stereoscopic color display and enjoy one of 5 short films that was created to stimulate a scene like you were there live. Granted, it's not as visually as appealing as what VR is today, but remember it's 1960. The film you would see would have been filmed with 3 cameras with wide viewed angles, and this would be able to create the ability to tilt your body for a 3D view. The name given for this entertainment device was the Sensorama, and rightfully so, as vision is one of the senses you'll use enjoying this arcade-style cabinet. To immerse yourself further in the experience, you can feel as there's air that blows across you as you watch. One of the films used for the Sensorama is riding a motorcycle through the streets of New York of 1950, as you get a 3D view of cruising down the street. You can feel the wind blowing against you as you ride. What makes this virtual experience over the top, the cabinet had different perfumes that would emit at you depending on where you were at in the film. You could smell the bad exhaust from the cars or the sweet smells of the food carts as you passed by. This was by far way ahead of its time, and in some aspects, it still is today. Even though Morton failed with the Sensorama, he did go on and help Disney create the Thrill-Rama, a 3D theater, and he sold a variety of electric and gas scooters in the 1980s. Virtual reality might have been dead for the moment, but it was not forgotten as Atari had a secret lab in the 1980s. They employed some of the greatest minds to develop virtual reality. Unfortunately, the technology was still not there and the video game market crashed. The doors closed on the lab, and for the most part, virtual reality stayed dormant. Sega made the VR1, Nintendo made another attempt with the Virtual Boy in the 1990s. All pretty much flopped, but there were a few more attempts. But we'd have to wait until 2007 when Google brought us Street View, a 360 image capturing camera, and this morphed into 2010 to 3D Street View. And then the Oculus prototype was born. It's fair to say that the technology has arrived and VR is here to stay. I can only imagine what technology is going to look like 5 years from now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider a like and a sub, and as always, I hope to see you on the leaderboards.